MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Kill. Get the ball.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprint.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
Right there. Here we go. 54 Mike.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Zerline's kick is up and through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he powers his way up past the 30.
That's the way to hit.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, D.
Now Darnold. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Darnold now to throw. He's got his rookie tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask. And it'll be intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick.
Oh, nice pick, nice pick.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
You can't go to 54, go to 54.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This is Bell. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. Darnold on third down. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Lady.
Kill.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Sam Darnold with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
This was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Check 50.
Prescott now. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
All day.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Ready? Check it out, read. Ready?
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 91 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down.
Hey, check. Kill.
57. I got you, punk. Check 99. Check 99.
Prescott on first down. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill.
First down, and it's Pollard again. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 50.
Here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
To the air again, Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Right there. Right there.
Again, Darnold.
Cut.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get our time.
Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Darnold completes to Bell, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
You got it, lady. You got it. You got it.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yo, lady. 3 down.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Rolling, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
You see me?
And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Where we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
He's got a man, complete. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Pollard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
There we go. Sliding.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Stay with him.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd and 1, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, gotta like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
I'm coming after you. Motion, 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 motion. Red 80.
Hey, watch Sam.
Red 80.
54. Mike, 54.
Hey, Zoom.
Strip that ball. Check. Crunch.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 48. Here we go. 47.
Here we go.
Rotate. Spell. Out. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to fire. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here I come. Hey, alert 48. Delta. 48 right now. Let's go. Right here.
Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Darnold to throw again. Anunwa's got it. Complete. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Faking the give, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, Echo.
I'm coming after you.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. He was looking for a new one there. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Get ready.
Here we go. 4-8.
Mike's 54.
Kill.
Come on now, baby. You don't want
Then we're going to 53.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
26.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Darnold Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, watch that.
Here we go, young lady.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Blue Dan, blue Dan. Mike,
The shotgun snap for Darnold.
I'm coming after you.
He's going to let it fly.
I'm coming after you.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Dallas, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.